In this video, I'm going to show you how to save a screenshot of your game piece and upload it to the Padlet so that we can share it for all of the class to see. So in this, I am in Tinkercad, and this is my game piece. Let's pretend this is the game piece that I'm deciding to keep. So step one is to kind of like log into your game piece and rotate it in a fashion so that it's like the perfect angle that captures the whole image in one shot. Next is to take the screenshot. I use an app called the snipping tool. Now, I use this app so frequently that I actually made it a default on my taskbar. But if you don't have it under taskbar, just simply click the Windows icon, and without touching anything, I could type in snip right off the keyboard. And you'll see by default the snipping tool shows up. It looks like a pair of scissors. I click on that. It brings up the snipping tool on my toolbar, and I can move this anywhere I want on the screen. The button you're going to press next is the New button. When I click New, the whole screen will kind of go a shade of white. Now, my cursor turns into a plus sign. I can click and drag a box to select my shape. And the last step here is to save it. I can click this old-fashioned picture of a floppy disk to save it, or I can click File, Save As. I always recommend saving your pictures to your OneDrive account because they'll stay forever. Remembering where you saved it and what you called the file is going to be very important. I'm going to click Save to save this file, and that's all I'm going to do. Next, make sure you go to your Circ class notebook and go into the Content Navigation pane, Content Library, Share Your Designs. In here, you'll have a link to the Padlet in order to share your pictures. So click on the link that's in the link will open up the Padlet on your computer screen. The next step, on the bottom right corner, you'll see a plus sign. So click on the plus sign to add your first post. Now, my name is kind of pre-populated in. Yours might not have a name at all. In the title is where you can put at least your last name, and maybe a short description of what your game piece is, just 1 or 2 words to describe your game piece. After you have your description, there is an option to write something. The question up here is to share a picture of your screenshot of your game piece in Tinkercad, share your book character, and explain how this 3D game piece reflects your book character. And then answer the question, what was the most fun part of the project and what was the most challenging part? Include your answers into this section. Now, before you finish your post, you're going to click this up arrow here. When you click the up arrow on the right-hand side, it's going to ask you to pick a file. And this is to upload the picture that you just saved. So I have my picture called Game Piece. I'm going to click Open. It's uploading the game piece picture. Once all 3 things are done, that's it. You've added your first post. And you'll see multiple pictures start popping in with everybody in here. What you can do is you can click a little heart icon underneath each picture that you like, and you can even add comments. Now, I would prefer constructive criticism comments or positive feedback. Nobody wants to hear that your game piece looks silly or you don't like a game piece. When you add a comment, you can click this little right arrow button here to lock that comment in. Be mindful and be curious to others around you. And that is how you upload and share your game piece design.